you chewing at, you daft dog? Yeah, you. Yeah, don't think I can't see you down there. You do. Is that on? Mic check. Okay, I can see that. Mic check. It is on. There we go. Dink. Hello, darling. I came in his name. I'm saved by his grace. By his grace. I came in his name. I'm saved by his grace. 2,000 years ago he died on a cross so he could show you how to live your life without sin, without lies. The devil took him on a mountain top and offered him every kingdom. He would not stop. He said, Son of man, worship me. Come over, bend your knee. I said, I came in his name. I'm saved by his grace. Surrounded himself with 12 good men, disciples of what we called them. I was Master, Mark, Luke and John. They told the story of them. He was gone, how he was born and raised. It only took 3 days. In his name we are saved, but only by his grace. I came in his name. I am saved by his grace. By his grace. Hello, Suzanne. Hello, Alpha. How you doing? You have a nice day on a non-spinning stationary flat plane. I did. Saw a full moon in daytime. How's that possible? On the day you were born, God looked down at the place you lay. He took a deep breath and he blew those clouds and blew them away. Heaven and earth he built, it took him just 6 days. Took him twice as long to make that smile for your beautiful face. I said, cause you're a natural girl. A natural girl. Sent a letter to Cadbury's, they made a recipe for your eyes. Took the twinkles from the stars, placed them inside both your eyes. For me, for me, for me, for me. Cause you're a natural girl. Tra-la-la-la. I'll work for days, toil for hours and hours, just to pay for your dress and all your wedding flowers. Your dress will be made from the finest silk threads. It will fluster the priest and turn every man's head as you grace the aisle with those curves and that smile, that smile. Cause you're a natural girl with actual curves. And your veil will be handmade by nymphs. They blushed at your beauty when they caught a glimpse of your legs. a natural girl. Tra-la-la-la-la-la. Someone send a message to my father, oh papa, and tell him I found this girl, the one I truly love, the one that he said down from heaven up above. She fits me just like a glove. 'Cause you're a natural, actual girl. With natural curves. I climb walls, climb the highest eagle. At the top of my voice, I sing to all the people around this girl. I love the one from above. 'Cause she's a natural girl. Tra-la-la-la-la. I'll write your name on Venus, Jupiter, Mars. When you look up at night, you'll see your name is written in the stars. 'Cause you're a natural girl. How y'all doing? Music window. Doofy window. There it is. Do 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 do. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, she's a mountain mama. Take me home, country roads. All my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to the water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Missed the taste of moonshine. There's a teardrop in my eye. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, she's my mountain mama. Take me home, country roads. It's a bridge. I hear her voice in the morning as she calls me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a down the road, I get a feeling I should have been home. Oh, yesterday, top of my scale. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, she's my mountain mama. Take me home, country roads. Joni Denver. Country roads take me home. Are you whistling, Albie? Are you whistling? in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Wise men say, oh, let fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? As the river flows gently to the sea, darling, so we go. Some things were meant to be. So take my hand, take my whole life too, 'cause I can't help falling in love with you. As the river flows gently to the sea, darling, so we go. Something were meant to be. So take my hand, take my whole heart too, 'cause I can't help falling in love with you. Tim? Steve Jobs. I forgot, didn't I? Should have reminded me, I told you. I'm getting old. My eyes are old, my wheeze are neat. I heat up, I can't cool down. You got me spinning round and round. I said, round and round and round it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. Every time you call my name, I heat up like a burning flame. I said, burning flame full of desire. Kiss me, baby, let the flames reach higher. Abracadabra. I'm gonna reach out and grab you. Abracadabra. With blue skies here all day as well, aren't they? You make me hot with chemtrail skies. You make me laugh and you make me cry. I said, keep me burning for your love with the touch of a velvet glove. I said, abracadabra. I'm gonna reach out and grab you. Abracadabra. I said, I'm gonna reach. I'm funny, okay. Out and grab you. I feel the magic in your caress. I feel the magic when I touch your dress. I said, silk and satin, leather and lace, black panties with an angel's face. I can see the magic in your eyes, hear the magic in your sighs. Just when I think I'm gonna get away, I hear the words you always say. Abracadabra. I'm gonna reach out and grab you. The flat air version, how's it go again? Up is up, down is down. You got me spinning round and round. You lied to me since the day I was born. Put men with boobs into porn. I think it needs a flip-flop update. I ain't done a song for ages. Bink! Let's sing One for God and I get a shadow on the road. This one goes out to my Heavenly Father, our Heavenly Father. When I can find it. There it is. Did you like that one? Birds flying high, you know. No. That's not the chords, is it, Peter? Do it again. It's for the words, Peter. Don't look at the chords, you know what the chords are. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. 4 chords. So easy to learn guitar, it really is. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. A breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. Yes, you do. It's a new dawn, new day, a new life for me. Yes, it is. And I'm feeling God. Can you feel him too, or what? Have you woken up to the fact that you were a creation of God? If not, you better wake up soon. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. Yes, you do. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossoms in the tree, you know how I feel. Yes, you do. It's a new dawn, new day, new life for me. Yes, it is. feeling God. Dragonflies out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. Yeah, 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 and sleep in peace when your day's done. That's what I mean. Yes, it is. It's an old world, new world, a bold world for me. Yes, it is. It's your shoulder, and I'm feeling God. Whoa, 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 stars when you shine. You know how I feel. Yes, you do. Scent of the pine. You know how I feel. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Freedom is ours. You know how I feel. Yes, you do. It's a new dawn, new day, new life for me. Yes, it is. And I'm feeling God. Hello, Debbie. Let me put this back. Hello, Handsome. What's up, Handsome? You're not wagging your tail? Hey. My little handsome boy. Is he beautiful? Is he gorgeous? Does he want a biscuit? A biscuit? Hey? You want a biscuit? Yes. You've been all divvy for. He's been right. Albie. Let's cover Albie up. Night night, fair ball. See you in the morning. Night night. Gotcha. First time, Peter. First time we covered the bed up, yes. Can we get sat in a nice comfy position? I'll be right with you. That's right, because I'm not a Hollywood production. I'm just a guy sat on his couch trying to get comfy. Hooray for Paunchy Wood! Right, there we go. I'm sat comfortably now. Are you in for the long session? Here we go. Let's come over to class. I'll say hello to you all. Actually, let me copy and paste the stream and then I'll say hello to you all. There we go. I'm sat comfortably now. Are you in? Pause. Is that microphone connected properly? Yep. Copy and paste. Copy. Twitty. Tweety. Scared himself. Don't worry, Marley. He scared himself off his perch. That's all. Tweet. Right. YouTube.
It don't really matter where you see it, because when you know it, you know it.
Shut up. Did it post? It did. And it got a picture tonight. Nice. Right, okay, let's come back to class. Now we'll say hello to you all. How are you all doing? Do you have a nice day on the non-spinning stationary flat plane? First in class was the Portuguese princess. Hello, Anna Souza. Kyra Shinobi, out and about, came second. Susanna came third. Sylvia, hello Sylvia. Alpha, I already said hello to. How are you doing, mate? Annabelle Ridman! Dutch girls, you are beautiful. We're looking at who's in class. Kung Pao. Steve Jobs. We'll do air first. All right, yeah. I did say hello to Tim, didn't I? Yeah. Edmondson, E-Trader, how are you doing? Debbie, we said hello to as well, and we're good to go. Right, every day we look at the human skeleton. Why? Because it's the most fantastic rabbit hole you can go down. It will take you, depending on your IQ, and IQ is a matter of fact. I'll say it's not what they tell you it is. It depends on how, it really does depend on how smart you are. I realised the earth was flat without even being told it was flat. It was a miracle, is what it was. A moment with God is all I can put it down to. But this is much easier to understand than flat earth. It doesn't need curvature and anal lemmas and moon trajectories and all this bollocks that goes with flat earth that you don't need. All you need to know about flat earth is water's level. If 72% of the earth is water and you can't bend water, then I don't live on a ball, do I? But this one, you can distinguish a man and a woman apart because a man's got a bigger face, he's got wider dental arch because he's got far apart eyes which are rectangular in shape with a bigger bridge across his nose, a bigger nose. A woman has rounded, open, close-set eyes with a small bridge of a nose to match the small nose. She has a narrow dental arch to match the close-set eyes. He has a square jaw to match the far apart eyes and the big teeth, and she has a sloping jaw with a pointed chin to match the narrow dental arch and the closer eyes. She's widest in the hairline and she looks like an upside down egg in general. Look at the shape, upside down egg. The man looks like a block, a square, a rectangle, and sometimes we say a cannonball. Why? Because he's almost as wide as he is long, and a real big man has got a huge cannonball for an head. It looks nothing like the upside down egg. When you get these big meatheads, they look like Billy Graham. Charles Napier, there's a few of them. They look really strange because testosterone thickens this part of the skull. Excess of copyright material may under certain circumstances be quoted verbatim for purposes such as criticism, news reporting, teaching and research without the need for permission or payment to a copyright holder to the noddy holder. We'll start with Stevie Jobs, or as I like to call her, Stephanie Jobs. Steve Jobs. Now, there are people out there that'll tell you that that's John Lennon. Do you know what I saw earlier on? Werner von Braun is Elon Musk. You're having a laugh. You're having a laugh. You're just taking a piss now. I'm not saying that they haven't played double roles. I just can't pick you any out with the definitive sourcing. It's impossible. What they do is say this isn't John Lennon, it's Steve Jobs when he was younger. What they do is they take a picture of John Lennon and they put half of John Lennon's face down here and say Steve Jobs is John Lennon. Like that. But with John Lennon's half a face. Okay. What they're actually doing is splitting a female skull down the middle and then pairing half of the skull with another female skull. What do you get? Another female skull. You gotta be kidding me. It don't prove nothing. Right? None of it does. I'll tell you what does prove things though. Gaits, eye distances, length of fingers, sloping shoulders, etc, etc, etc. Steve Jobs, why would they use this as a logo? When I can open that window. There we go. Oh, that's not happening, is it? Why would they use this as their logo? Well, there's one thing that people don't believe in, so they put it right in your face. They have to put the proof and the truth out there. Adam and Eve. The first sin. Eve took a bite out of the apple. Eve, she should be Eve, shouldn't we, really? Eve took a bite out of his apple. They're all sinners. We're all sinners. Let's get this right. We're all sinners. But these ones have sinned against us. Now, the Lord's Prayer tells you rightly that you should forgive those who trespass against you so that you can be forgiven for your own trespasses, right? Because that's what you're going to ask the Lord for. That's what you're going to ask God for. People don't, you can't call him the Lord or whatever, right? Jesus is King of Kings as far as I'm concerned. He's my Lord and Saviour. There is no other man in history that has done something like that for me and told me the truth. All right, fair enough. Jesus didn't tell me about these flip-flops, but they might have cut that out of the Bible. All I know is that thing was translated by Masons, copyrighted by Masons, and it belongs to the English Crown, the KJV. It's got 20,000 changes in it over the Geneva Bible, and that's got another 15,000 over the Tinsdale Bible. So when people want to start splitting hairs with me about it being the whole Word of God, the whole Word of God resonates inside of you. Just like when I said those words, those inevitable words that came out of my mouth without even knowing, I'm not spinning. And the minute I said them, I came to realise that I was on a flat earth without anybody telling me. It was a miracle. As far as I'm concerned, I hit source frequency with God. And he just went, there you go, Peter, there's the truth. Without even knowing it. Call it a subliminal, I don't know. I don't know how I knew, but I just knew that the earth was flat. And I know that God exists. The same way I just know that God existed. In that same instant, I came to realise that God existed. And people like this, in disguise, have been trying to put me off baby Jesus and God and everything. You're in a matrix. You're in a computer. You're in a simulation, Peter. Everything's electronic. You're not even real, Peter. Reality doesn't even exist, Peter. No, there is a reality, and it's a dirty, horrible lie that I'm living in. That's the reality. And when you see that lie, then you see the reality of life, the real reality that they told you about, that you are a special creation, loved by God, who sent his only one and begotten son to die for your sins because you're a drongo. You've got no brain synapses working. There's no connections from end to end until you can think for yourself. Instead of listening to computer screens, go and research things for yourself rather than have someone else tell you. I've told you from the off, don't take my word for it. Go and learn these skulls until you know them off by heart. And then we'll be on the same page. We'll be in the same book. We'll have genuine things in common. That we see the world for what it is. That we look at men differently. Men have got wide faces. We don't have long faces, and we certainly don't have the letter M in our hairlines. We don't have flat foreheads. We don't have arched eyebrows with nothing in the corners. We don't have high set ears. It's an egghead. It's a Tic Tac right there. Who's that? Is that meant to be a young Steve Jobs? They give a no jawbone look. Apple. So there were people out there tell you that's John Lennon. Ash, that ain't John Lennon. Is there a picture of Steve Jobs young? Steve Jobs young. That's John Lennon. That's an FTM, but that's not John Lennon. You think that's John Lennon? You're having, look at those beautiful eyelashes. You think that's John Lennon? You are having a giraffe. It looks more like Ashton Kutcher. It does, yeah. It looks more like Ashton Kutcher than it does John Lennon. Look, Steve Jobs is Ashton Kutcher. I'll tell you who it was that I saw it on. It was the fittest flat earther, who we've already covered anyway. Egghead, small dentures, saying that Elon Musk is, if you haven't been, he's like, with his short tongue, with her short tongue, she's like, have you been down this rabbit hole? Elon Musk is Werner von Braun. He sends rockets into space. The fittest flat earther's got the fattest flat earth tongue I've ever heard. He sounds like he's talking Spanish. Is he Spanish? I don't know. Who cares? But that ain't John Lennon. If you want me to believe that's John Lennon, the quickest way to destroy these idiots is to go look at young pictures of them. No matter who they say it is. You've seen me do Morgan Freeman, Jimi Hendrix. And I did at one point in my Truthers career. Because I didn't look into things properly. I just accepted what Jungle Surfer said. I just accepted what David Weiss says. I just accepted what Dave Murphy says. And if I'd carried on accepting, I wouldn't believe in Jesus anymore. I won't have any faith in Jesus. Because it's my belief. It's my personal choice. I don't need belief in God because God is all around me. I've got faith in that he sent his one and begotten to die for us all. Because we're a bunch of divs, a lot of us. If you want to tell me that that's John Lennon, look, let's just do it properly, look. John Lennon young. And we'll destroy your John Lennon is Steve Jobs, look. John Lennon, 2 first names. Young. Ooh, I need your love, babe. Guess you know it's true. Do, 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 do. Eye ears, small mouth, close to eyes. Does that look like him? Hair? No. They've both got the same skull. They've both got pretty eyelashes and small mouths. And that's where your familiarities end. It's not the same person. There he is again. Is that John Lennon as a baby? As a young one? Right there. That is not Steve Jobs, is it? You can do this with all of them. All of the ones that they say are the same person. I'll tell you what he was saying. He was saying there were vampires. I'll show you what he did. All. Vampires. Vampires. Fake. Death. Where's Death? Oh, it's not there. It should come up. Death. Fake the dead. Death. And then he started reading off. Look. Yes, fictional vampires. The first word they use is fictional. Fictional. If you think there is an entity out there that drinks your blood and lives longer, lives for centuries drinking your blood, you've been watching too much Hollywood. They might do that drinking of the blood. They might. That might be them telling the truth. I don't know. I know that they've got open blood banks where you can go and pump in 8 pints of blood. Fresh, new, young blood. Where are they getting that from? That's what I want to know. But the point and parcel is, the fittest flat earther was saying that that Johnny Depp and Elon Musk and they're all vampires, and what they do is they fake the deaths and then come back as Elon. So Werner von Braun faked his death in 1976, then re-emerged on the screen as Elon Musk 50 years later. Someone's pulling your pisser, okay? They really are. I'll tell you how bad it's getting. AI is out of control, right? AI is out of control, right? This is what really gets me. How much AI have they been showing us in the past? And how good is it compared to the AI we've been given in comparison to? Oh, no. You better give me that. Oh, I know it's there. It's there, right? I swear down, this had me. I thought, is that Stephen Hawkins? Listen to the voices.
Hawking rolling in, run 2.
Look at the speed building on that chair. He's locked
Big
in.
pump coming up the wall.
Launching 420 tailspin attack.
Sideways. Absolutely.
AI's off his tits. As if you could just put in Stephen Hawkins doing a stunts on a quarter pipe, half pipe. As if you can put that in an AI, well, literally, that really did look like Stephen Hawkins. At first glimpse, you'd think that was Stephen Hawkins, wouldn't you?
Hawking rolling in, run 2.
Look at the speed building on that chair. He's locked
Big
in.
pump coming up the wall.
Launching 420 tailspin attack.
He loads it, can't find the...
Can you imagine some of the stuff AI's going to make on a child's request? Imagine what he's already doing. Oh, gosh. Are you coming up? Alley up then, Div. Marlo, alley up. Alley up. What's up with you? Alley up. Yeah, Div. Go and lay down. Oh, you want your puppy? Where's your puppy? Ah, you got your puppy. I can't believe he hasn't torn it to pieces. I think it's because it looks like a little sausage dog that he loves it. He hasn't pulled its ears off or nothing. Ah, is he your puppy? Is he your puppy? Right, anyway, before I was put off by Stephen Hawkins on an half pipe, anything's possible, right? If that's what they can do now, imagine the AI that they've got. I mean, for instance, you could, I don't know, fly a kite into a building and the building fall down. Who knows? Who knows what you could do? But that is definitely, without a shadow, it's an FTM, that's for sure. But that is definitely not, I repeat, not John Lennon. It's not though, is it? It's not John Lennon. Let's go back. Steve Jobs. I don't know how many gates there are on this one. Did you see it? Did anyone see that interview when he goes slumps in the chair? I thought, what a load of tosh. 1 minute he's having an interview dressed in that top. It's almost like that's the same, like minutes apart. He's having an interview and then all of a sudden he slumps out of his chair, literally slides off a leather chair. Why is Neil Young turning up there? That's a big 5 you got, arched eyebrows. Let's go back to Jobs. Hello, Sute. We're looking at young Steve Jobs. Look, if you think that's John Lennon, you're having a giraffe. It looks more like Jamiroquai than it does John Lennon. Steve Jobs walking. See if you've got what we're looking for. Walking. And we're done right there. Steve Jobs fails forensics. Look at that foot. Who broke your leg, mate? Is that a side Abbey Road? It is an Abbey Road, look. Looks just like the Beatles. But it's not John Lennon. Let's get that right. There's a gif of him walking, look. Abbey Road. What is that? I see as above, so below. Let's go back. Steve Jobs. Final answer. It's definitely a woman, look. Let me check my back file. That's about it. Jobs. Bink. What's it? Search for Steve. We'll see if we can find a couple more gates for you. Is that him there? That's not him there, is it? Look how easy it is to spot a man from a woman just by the way they walk, look. And again, look at this dude. Look at those knees. I can see the unholiest demon faces in each kneecap, look. It's a dude, final answer. And right there's your broken leg, your flamingo foot. Men don't walk like this. We walk like that with our knees and feet pushing straight forward. Just like this one in the background, look. Straight legs, knee and foot pushing straight forward, look. We do not open our legs into the figure of four, the flamingo foot. We do not create diamonds as we walk. There's Zuckerberg in full mints. She's got big chicken nom-noms, hasn't she? Let's go back again. That's not Steve Jobs. It might be his husband or something, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's what they're showing me. Steve Jobs, final answer. It's a girl. She's trying there, if that's her. I don't know if that is her. That looks like AI. That doesn't quite look like him. Look at the state of them. Look at the state of them three. The full mints on the left with a 5 head. The pot-bellied Peruvian girl there with the flamingo foot. And another female Bigfoot right there. Look. Steve Jobs is biologically female, proven by the way she walks. And she's got a big old mannequin for an husband. Mannequin Skywalker. Yeah, we're done. Steve Jobs. Let's post you into Twitter's Hall of Fame yet again. Jobs. There you are. Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs. And I told you she had an upside down egghead, right? And when you learn, if you can be bothered to get an app and do this for yourself, either on a computer or on a phone, you'll soon learn how the female skull fits like a glove. When you see that five head look, that beautiful, tall five head of a woman. Men's heads, if it was a man, it'd stop here. We have a short, sloping forehead. We do not have a chrome gomium. Ever. Let's come back to class. Steve Jobs on the list for you. There you go. Open up a new window. Let's cut Steve Jobs out. Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs. Create. Lovely. Let's come. Oh, I need another name. 1 second. Let me just go to the list. Steve Jobs. Yeah, we did that one. Next. I said hello to Debbie. I don't think they die. I don't think they die at all. Danny DeVito. You're winding me up, Susanna. You got to be kidding me. If you can't remember me, the laugh we had doing Danny DeVito, you got to be kidding me. DeVito. Where is it? Have I spelt it wrong? Danny DeVito. I spelt it right. I'm sure I did. I swear we've done Danny DeVito. Get rid of DeVito. Search Danny. Danny K. I could have sworn we've done Danny DeVito. Didn't we cover Danny DeVito and Rhea Perlman? Perlman. Spelled it wrong. Ron Perlman. See, I still found it anyway. Ron Perlman, Rhea, no. Right, let's do Danny DeVito. I could have sworn I'd done Danny DeVito. Danny DeVito. Right. Bink. Danny DeVito. Wait, did I cut out the other one? Steve Jobs, yeah. Right, Danny DeVito. She's look, there she is, doing a dirty baffo. Close set eyes, flat forehead, no jawbone. Yeah, she's tiny. Is that Jack Nicholson? It is. What the actual? It looks like an olive in a bed of custard. A bed of mustard. I don't know what's going on there. But that is just, oh. It's the devil's work. So all I can tell you is the devil's work. Right, Danny DeVito. Married Rhea Perlman from Cheers. Whose eyes aren't really far apart, but they are deep set. He's not very big though, is he? Two dudes. Look at them faces in the kneecaps, look. That one looks like a Bengal tiger. Right, let's go back one. Danny DeVito, tiny hands. I swear we've done Danny DeVito. Walking. Or maybe we looked at the gate briefly. There's one in the street. Where is it? That's not it, but it's close to that. Look at the state of those queue lines. I can see the X factor in her legs, lot. Where's that picture of him walking? Is that Danny's new husband? Mincing there, look. Sweet baby. Jesus, he's got a set of teeth and neck on him. Look at them shoulders. We're done, that's a dude. Look at that queue line. Inline footfall there. Why ain't that picked the size of that ass? Chicken nom noms. Why can't I find that picture where he's walking down the street? It is so screwed up. His legs are all over the shop. Like, it looks like he's been in a car accident and still able to walk. Is that AI? Making him mince. Danny DeVito Street. I have already done it. I thought I had. Let me just double check it. Have I spelled it wrong? DANNY DeVito. I didn't spell it wrong, did I? It's not coming up though. I can't have done it unless it's in. Oh, you're right. There it is. How did it find it that way? Danny DeVito, but it didn't find it on the first search. Why? Thank you for not wasting my time. I knew I'd already done it. Was that Mang? Thank you, Mang. Billy Crystal, you're winding me up. I've done that one as well. Over 20 seconds. Ayrton Senna. I don't think I've done Ayrton. I think you got me there, Anna Souza. Ayrton. Go on then, she's world famous. We'll take her. Ayrton Senna. We are looking at Brazilian. He is Brazilian, right? Portuguese. Brazilian race car driver. The best women drivers in the world are all women. I can't compare them to men because they don't race against the men, the women drivers, like Danica Patrick, 2 first names. That's if they're even racing these cars at all. Someone told us that the like Scalextrics, they're on Tesla technology. The cars drive themselves, even in the rain, which is possible, right? If they can do it now, then they could have done it in the past and not told us about it. And these cars just drive themselves around, and all you got to do is sit someone in it to make it look like it's being driven. Everything's a scam and everything's a lie. Why wouldn't they make it remote control and take all the accountability away from the driver and just let computers race them around the track? It's plausible because they're a bunch of stinking, lying tramps. Close set eyes, shiny estrogen-filled eyes, small high-set ears, small hot-dog-eating mouth, beautiful Cupid's bow, no jawline, no chin, and an Adam's raisin implant, which seems to be crawling its way around the side of his neck. Observations. Let's see if Ayrton's got me some gates. Oh, let's put Ayrton in the back file. Senna should find you, right? SENNA search. Ayrton Senna. Whilst it searches for Ayrton, we'll see if we can find the gates. Out of pictures. That's not a good start, is it? Walking. Abbey Road. From Flamingo. That's an inliner right there, look. She's got big buttocks. I got shot, sir. Where'd you get shot, son? In the buttocks. In the buttocks. Ayrton Senna from Flamingo again. Look at the diamond that forms from the back. Is that Ayrton Senna running? It is. Elbows out. Down and out, look. Down and out in Beverly Hills. Matthew McConaughey runs like this. There's so many people who run like this. Steven Seagal runs like this. Even more so. Is that a Senna? It is. Inline, broken leg. There's a beautiful one. Full mints from Flamingo with diamond. Right there, look. You can't miss it. I suppose if they can fool you in the 70s, then they can fool you at no problems in the 2020s. The only problem is, how far does it go back? How long has this been going on? It's been going on, I can calculate, if the timeline's correct, and I doubt it is, Babylon. If I can skull check the pharaohs and the Pharisees and find them to have female skulls when they're meant to be male kings, then it's been going on since Babylon. And if they could do it in Babylon, which is 3,500 years ago, right? Then they can do it the 1,000 years before, which means after the flood, they continue to do this. Something don't smell right there, does it? How did it come back? If God flooded the place to stop it and only 8 people survived, then how did it come back? We're looking at Ayrton Senna from Full Mints. I don't need any more. She's done. She's cooked. She's toast. Ayrton Senna, back file. What are you saying? Senna. Bruno Senna, Ayrton Senna. Bruno must be the daughter then, is it? Or someone related, or just same name. Ayrton Senna. Bink. And we're done. Ayrton Senna. Let's come back to class. Let's close. No! I've done it again. Male and female. Male. Female skull differences. Images. There we go. Let's open up a new one. Let's close that one. Let's go to chat and find the list. Richard Hammond, English famous. Bill Gates. I've already done Bill Gates, haven't I? Have I not done Bill Gates? I swear down I have. That's weird. Could have sworn I've done it. Let's do Bill Gates. I could have sworn I've done it. Add you to this list, Bill. Let me cut out Ayrton Senna real quick. Ayrton Senna. Create. Right, Ayrton Senna on the list. Let's go after Billy Boy, Billy Girl. Have you ever seen that picture that they say is Bill Gates with a lollipop? Have you ever seen it? Bill Gates young. Or is it a balloon? Why is it not coming up? Bill Gates young balloon. Ballon. No. There it is. They say this is Bill Gates. He doesn't look very happy, whoever it is, does he? I don't know. See, Bill's a girl. And do you think his parents dressed him up as a girl for the day, duping delight, or is this someone else? I honestly don't know. Let's go back. Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, partners in crime. Apparently she's been in prison. As if you'd smile on your police photo. I'm sure they'd make you take it again. Oops. I see no track here. Soft face, high set ears, soft eyes. There's a pic there, that one. Look at this hip. Look at the size of that hippage there. You gotta love the internet, haven't you? Let's go back. Looking at, is that Melinda? Male Linda Gates. Again, they want to tell you that's not the same person. It's been swapped out and all of this. After years and years of testosterone abuse and plastic surgery, they begin to look more manly because the testosterone kicks in. I don't look the same as I did in this photo. I'm a lot greyer. And it's the same here. You're comparing chalk and cheese photographs. Look how flat a woman's face is, look. Look how the chin hangs back from the forehead, which is here, look. The chin is behind the forehead, look. The forehead would be about there at the bridge of the nose. Flat-faced women. It makes you look very beautiful, girls. Don't be upset about it. Bill Gates walking. No, not with a balloon. Why does that come up? Walking. So we're looking at Bill Gates. There's a nice one. That's a beautiful one there. Look at the size of those chicken nom noms. Same with the bodyguard. Look, full mints. Is that Bill Gates' dad? Must be, with a big Adam's apple there. Look at the size of those chicken pants. Look at this one, the female gate. Look at the short arms hanging akimbo and away from the body. Look, down and out in Beverly Hills. Tim Curry, yeah, he's famous, of course he is. Little Shop of Rocky Horror Picture Show, Home Alone. He's been in loads of movies, Tim Curry. There's a nice one. Look at the state of that young lady. When's the last time you wore bows on your shoes, Peter? Bows, Peter. Never! Like, thanks, Marv. It was on autoplay. Right, there we go. We're looking at Bill Gates. Look, can you see look at the faces in? Do you know the last time I saw legs like that? It was on Safari. On a warthog. Look at the state of those knees. Look at the state of those knees. And then you got Bill in full mints. What do you want me to say? You've been doing this as long as I have now, look. It's obvious, right? That's a woman and that's a man. Game over. A full mincer again. I don't know who that is, but he's got a mail order bride, look. And Bill Gates. Final answer. It's a girl. You can see it, right? Back file. Did we put Bill Gates at? Oh, I've got to search. Gates should find you. Bill Gates. Someone Photoshop this and give him even bigger titties than what he's got there, but regardless of the Photoshop, that is not Photoshopped. It's a woman mincing. So is that. Look at those big, high thighs. Do you know what he looks like? He looks like Gru off in Despicable Me. That's the shape of Gru, right? Really thin legs that open up to a big ass. Where's that other picture? I just seen it for a split second. The one where he's got the t-shirt wrapped around him there. Titties! I can't find that. We're getting there. Almost. Where's the next one after that? Dang it, they've cut it out. There's such a mince in that picture set. It's not showing it though. But you've seen enough, right? Bill Gates is a girl. Melinda is a man. And you've been duped. What can I tell you? Bill Gates. Wow, we might as well put Melinda up there with him, haven't we? Melinda, come here. Melinda Gates. Bill Gates. Bill Gates. And do you know, that's a good one, that is. Let me bring that up as well. We was just talking about them being the same people. Werner von Braun is Elon Musk. What a load of nonsense. And then, if you haven't heard it, but Melinda Gates, Bill's wife, is actually Kevin Kline. Here's the picture, look. Kevin Kline's a woman, and there's Kevin Kline's gate. Melinda Gates is a man, and there's Melinda Gates, male gate, twice. There's a skull check on Melinda, and there's the double... Well, they've both got the double skull checks. Melinda Gates is not. Melinda Gates is not Kevin Kline. These are the real stupid ones when they say an MTF is an FTM, because it's easily proven wrong. With Jimmy and Morgan, you can't do the skull check because they've both got female skulls. You're going to get a match. So you have to go to Young Pictures and destroy... I told you, just go to Young Pictures of them as children. Destroys the narrative that Elon Musk is Werner von Braun. Stupidity at its best. Open up a new one. Let's close that window. Let's cut out Bill Gates for the masses. Bill Gates. Create. Looking at... Let's go back up the list. Hugh Jackman. Have we not already... Are you winding me up, Annabelle? I swear down I remember doing Hugh Jackman recently. Hugh Jackman. Have I not done Hugh Jackman? I could have sworn I've done him. Gary Glitter. No. Hugh Jackman N. Let me just do that and see what happens. No. I think you've got me. You do have me. Let's have Hugh Jackman then. Hugh Jackman, Son in Manco. Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman. Let's have that. And we're good to play with Hugh. Oh, hang on. I've got to cut out. Oh no, I did cut out Bill Gates. Cancel. Search Hugh Jackman. Jackman should find him. Jackman. Jackman. Jack being a devil. The devil man. Let's come back to class. We're looking at Hugh Jackman, heartthrob to all those women who loved Wolverine. Tell me, is he widest in the jawbone or is he widest in the forehead, the five head? It really is that simple. There's absolutely no jawbone here. Look, it's thin at the bottom and wide at the top. It's supposed to be wide, widest, wide again. It's supposed to look like an absolute block. But it doesn't. It's egg-headed. Widest in the hairline. High set ears. Look, no earlobes. So many of them have got no earlobes. Do any of you lot have no earlobes? I've got earlobes. Like you could put a stud or whatever in my ear because I've got the dangly bit at the bottom. But these people seem to not have them. Hugh the Jackman. Final answer, it's a girl. I'll tell you how I know. Because she's got beautiful eyes. She's got a five head that I could show a movie on. Look at those eyelashes. She's got tiny, high set ears, missing earlobes. She's got small dentures, and she has no jawbone. She's got a fake chin, I think. That's the husband. The husband's got a big jaw, though. Look at that. Talk about a Samson. Right there. There's another one. Look how close together Ryan Reynolds' eyes are. You gotta be kidding me. Ryan Reynolds is so easy to see. Hugh Jackman is there, don't you think? It's a girl with a beard, look. Should have been quite a pretty girl. But there she is, doing the dirty baffo. Look, she looks like Marty Pele from Wet, Wet, Wet. That's what I'm seeing. She's just my sweet little mystery. And it's a try. We're looking at Hugh Jackwoman with big hips. Yeah. Hairy women, not my cup of tea. Hugh Jackman fails forensics. High set ears, close set eyes, crow's feet, no brow bone, flat forehead, widest in the hairline, no cheekbones, small mouth, sloping jawline, add a chin implant so it's not pointed, but it's still narrow, right? It's still a narrow jaw. Compared to the wife, who's got an absolute diesel of a jawline. Let's go back. Hugh Jackman is biologically female. In Hugh Jackman on the beach, hand in hand with another bloke kissing, well, another woman. Isn't he meant to be, look, elbows down and out. Runs like a German schoolgirl. Where's the one where he's kissing the dude that he likes? They're in the water together like this. Having a bit of a moment, aren't they? I don't know where it is. Is that it? They're definitely holding hands there, aren't them two? What's that all about, like? When's the last time you came out to sea in Cleethorpes, Peter, with one of your mates holding hands like that? Never! Because I'm a bloke! Because I'm a bloke, I wouldn't be seen dead. Holding hands with another bloke. Look how the M is perfect when it's two women, look. It's not slanted to one side, offset M. It's a perfect M, look. You make me feel so young. You make me feel like spring has been sprung. Hugh Jackman's a woman. I can't find the kissy picture, but I don't care. Walking. If we could travel back in time and tell ourselves one thing about the future, this is what I would tell myself about. I wouldn't tell myself about the flat earth. I'd let that still be a surprise. I'd want to tell myself about this. About the way women walk, the way the shoulders tilt and the hips twist, look. And the legs cross over, the knees are crossed over when they walk. And if it wasn't the case, I won't be able to show it over and over again. These diamonds, these beautiful diamonds. Jared, I love your work. That women create when walking. And they also run elbows pointed outwards away from the body and down. Like a schoolgirl, like Steven Seagal. You want to tell me Hugh Jackman doesn't mince? What's that then? Look how pear-shaped she is. Look at, like, think about all the money that this person's got. Not only has she got all that money, she's got access to the finest tailors in the world, and yet that's the cut of the suit that this person presents in. Look at the state of it. Fellas, does that look like a good cut on a suit? It doesn't. The reason for it is she's got pear-shaped childbearing hips. So she's going to need a different cut of the jib to hide these hips. That's all it's for. To hide that midsection there. You can still see this hourglass shape, look. See it? Because the hips are as wide, if not wider, than the actual shoulders. The clavicles. We're looking at Hugh Jackman, who's an absolute feckin' mincer, look. There's his husband with the straight legs, knees together, and a space between his orange feet. 33 and the boy's trainer's father. Hugh Jackman, mincing. It's a woman, final answer. Diamonds everywhere I look. Opening of the knees everywhere I look. I hate that picture. I'm sorry, but I do. When I see it in children, it makes me want to weep. Hugh Jackman, failing forensics. That's the bit that is so morally wrong that they just think it's okay to do it to their children because it was done to them. The book stops here. A female Bigfoot. A man on the left, look, straight legs, needs to have a space between his feet. And again, with the shoulder tilt, the arms akimbo to the body, look. Trying to walk like a man, but can't create that same line, look. Has to lean into the walk. If you're broken-hearted, ladies, I can empathise with you, because all my favourite boxers are women. Joe Calzaghe, the greatest fighter, my personal favourite fighter of all time, is a woman. The Iceman Chuck Liddell from MMA is a woman. Randy Couture, Brock Lesnar, Arnold Schwarzenegger. It doesn't matter who you try and pull off as a real person. I can prove you wrong just by the way they walk. Hugh Jackman's a woman, final answer. Let's cut her out. Hugh Jackman. Bink. Let's close that window. Let's open another one. Let's go back up that list and choose someone else. Otis Redding. He's a bit old, but he's famous. I'll give you it. Redding. Sitting in the dock of the bay, watching the ships rolling away. I don't know the words. Otis Redding. I don't think there's any gates as I recall. 1 second, let me just double check, because otherwise I'm wasting my life. Yeah, there's no gates on Otis Redding. Pictures are gone. Yeah, there's nothing. I'll give you a skull check. It won't be a video. Bink. Have I got Otis Redding in the back file? I might have done it independently. Otis Redding. Just put Redding in there. That should find it. Oh no, that's not the right way of spelling it. Let's put Otis in there. You do Otis. If it's there, it should find it pretty quickly. There's not going to be many O's. Oliver, Octavia. We're done right there. Why the long face? What's wrong with her lips? Why has she got soft eyes? Where's your brow bone at? Why are you widest in the hairline? Why are your ears tiny and high set? All these questions can be answered using forensics. It's a woman. That's why she got all of these markers. Explain to me why this gentleman's got far apart eyes, look, and she doesn't. She got a squashy face. Otis Redding. There's no Gates. See if we've got her in the back file. Quickly. Carrie Otis. Yeah, there's no Otis Redding. It's not happening. Next. Bink. Otis Redding. Next. Selena. I don't know who that is. Not famous enough. Freddie Fender. Who the? He's Freddie. He winding me up. Who's Freddie Fender? He winding me up. Aren't you on about Freddie Fender? Sure, that's not famous. Who's that? That's Pablo Escobar. Images. Walking. We're going straight to Walking. I'm telling you now. Walking. Otis Redding. It's another Otis Redding look. No pictures. I said famous. You're winding me up, aren't you? I said famous people. Never trust a man whose eyes are too close together. Next. Freddie Fender. Right. Andy Serkis. Who's Andy Serkis? I do know who it is. Tom Holland is Chester Bennington. Yeah, that. And Chris Farley is Tim Dillon. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it this afternoon. I don't know if it's still in my timeline. It was that got me. After I'd seen the fittest flat earther, that made me laugh my head off. See if it's still here. Oh, I don't want to see that. Yeah. Family Guy to do it well, don't they? And it's not coming up. I wonder if it's in that one there. Oh no, it's reset Twitter. Dang it. I hate it when it resets it because you lose that timeline you was in. That one. If it's here, it's going to be down this list somewhere. If I put fittest flat earther in, fittest... flat. It doesn't even search it, really. Egghead. The Leviathan. No. What was that? Is that David Weiss? Is that really? David Weiss has got mastectomy scars. Sean, have you ever seen that picture of David Weiss? Where's your jaw at, David? Do you know he looks like? He looks like Morecambe and Wise. Morecambe. Eric Morecambe. Right, let's see if I can find that one where he's on about it. There's mine and Sean's Tyler Hanson. Thank you for finding those gates, Shawnee. Matt Damon. Here we go.
Impersonating practically anybody.
He's saying that's Matt Damon. I can't even remember who that is.
Good talent there, Mr. Damon. I wonder if he's so good at impersonating practically anybody that he can create a new made-up character out of thin air that just happens to look like Matt Damon wearing a mask. But that's not Matt Damon, supposedly. That's the actor Jesse Plemons. And one of the funny things about him is...
Yeah. It's like that one, but he had loads of them. Elon Musk is Werner von Braun. This is it, I think. No, don't you dare take me to TikTok. As if I've got to go to TikTok to watch it. That one's another one where he's doing it. As if I can't find the actual clip. Oh my, he's not saying Melina is Princess Diana, is he? Is that what he's saying? Oh, it's taking me to TikTok. Shut up. Get off. Just makes Flat Earth look like an idiot, doesn't he? Makes Flat Earth look like a stupid subject. Talking shite like this. Home. Bink. Right, Andy Serkis. Otherwise known as Gollum, my precious. There, we'll start there with a small face, the high set ears, the rounded eye sockets. Look how open those eye sockets are. Look, no brow bone. Arched eyebrows, dial informations in the hairline, no trachea, no Adam's apples. Andy Serkis walking. I got a female posture right there. Looks like she's getting on an invisible motorbike, doesn't it? It's because she's a woman. There's a real gait. One foot in front of the other. Look at that inline footfall. Absolute woman with a shoulder tilt as well. Look. Once you get used to seeing these markers, they just stand out the minute you see them. And you'll know it in real life too. From Flamingo, broken leg, inline footfall again. There's another one. Look at the shoulder tilt, the arms hanging at the short arms. Look how much from that kink there to the top of the shoulder. All of that is padding. Look, all of that is padding. Look to that kink. Andy Serkis is a woman. Final answer. Did I put you in the back file? I bet I didn't. Nope. Serkis. Oh wait, I've got Otis Redding. One gate. Sitting in the morning sun, I'll be waiting for the day to come. That's the closest we got. Otis Redding. Now, Andy Serkis. Serkis should find you. Serkis. Search. Do 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 do. Right, let's come back to class. Andy Serkis fails forensics. Proven by the way she walks. She minces. We're done. Andy Serkis next. Right, let's have a look. Irina Shayk. Who's that? I've never heard of him. Irina Shayk. He's not really famous enough for me. I don't know who it is. Peter Thiel. Who's Peter Thiel? You winded me. I said world famous. Stop it. I mean it. Stop it. Where were we? Not Waylon and Jesse, right? I don't know who you're on about. Hello, Pete and fellow students. Hello, Ruby, but I don't know who that is. I don't know what you mean. Next. Gene. Now that's a request. Gene Simmons. At last. A famous person. Israeli. Did that really say Israeli? Why that? Did you bring that back? Why did... Oh, I don't know how I saw it. Right, images. Oh yeah. Let's cut that one out. Andy Serkis. There isn't none. Oh, Serkis. I missed the R out. Serkis. Search again. That's weird. Bill Gates was the last one I cut out. What? Who have I forgot to do? Oh, I've not done that. Oh, wait a second. Otis Redding. Hugh Jackman. I didn't go. Look at that. You asked for Hugh Jackman and then you didn't pay attention in class. You just nearly lost Hugh Jackman. Because once I've closed the stream, I can't go back and cut it out. Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman. Create. There was another one after that one, there. Oh, it was Otis Redding. We didn't have that one, did we? No. Andy Serkis. That'll do. I don't know where it is, but hopefully in the right place. Andy Serkis, otherwise known as Gollum. Andy Serkis, create. Lovely. Who's my next one? Andy Serkis, back file. And yes, there she is. Andy Serkis. One, two, three, four, five gates. Read them and weep. Skull fits. Do you know what it reminds me of? Michael J. Fox. I'm definitely seeing Michael J. Fox in those two face pictures. Create. It's not Michael J. Fox. If Fittish Flat Earther starts telling you Michael J. Fox is Andy Serkis, I know she's watching the show. You short-tongued bitch. Let's go back. Pink. Gene Simmons. Hailing Satan. Lead singer in Kiss. Look at that deranged woman's face. Just remember, the Bible says that they will wink their eyes and stick out their tongues. They will literally stick out their tongues. It's not a Kiss thing. It's a satanic thing. They're all Satanists. They all hail Satan. They do it in Babylonian style. Double hail Satan. This is the secret club. You're not part of it. I'm not part of it. I wish to God he would stop it all and take us all home. The Bible says that there'll be a new earth and oh my gosh. Luke, who does that look like? State of that Devil Horns. This is Shannon Tweed, who did topless work on TV. Look at the distance in his eye. Look at the size of that head. He did topless work on TV. Lord, forgive me for I have sinned. I used to think that was a woman. Look at it now. Look at that big square belt in shadow casting jaw. Look at it. And then look at the rounded soft jaw on Gene Simmons. Who's got the bigger mouth? Who's got the further apart eye? I know you can't see it under those fake aviators, but there you go. That's a dude. Shannon Tweed is a man. Gene Simmons is a woman. KISS stands for Knights in Satan's Service. You think that looked like Patrick Swayze? No! It looked like your best mate. Danny Dyer does it. They all do it. West Ham, all of them. If you was given the option that you didn't have to come down here, I'm telling you now, I wouldn't want to come. I don't know why I decided to come. If I was given the option, you can stay in heaven or come down here, Peter. I don't know why I wanted to come down here. Maybe it's just to stop all this lies. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just to stop all the lies. That's why I agreed to come down here and be persecuted for being born naturally. In a way, these are also persecuted, right? Whether you like it or not, these young ladies have been victimized. The victims, right? They are victims of older nonces that did this to them without their consent. I don't know if they actually kill themselves like they say Kurt Cobain did. I don't know if they actually kill themselves. I very much doubt it because they're all liars and Satan's children. But if you didn't want to be a man and you were born a girl and someone did this to you and you didn't want it all your life, you probably would end up quite sad and reluctant to live, right? I don't know if Kurt Cobain, because it's a woman, I don't know how big her conscience was. She might have topped herself. I very much doubt it because they lie about all these things, but they can't control the minds of these people, right? They're still people. They've still got a will of their own. They've been brought up in a world different to ours where this is normal to them, so they can live with it. But imagine if they can't live with it and you wanted to stop your life, then maybe Kurt Cobain did kill herself. I don't know. I don't know how it affects these people. I know as a natural boy, I'm a real boy. As a natural man, I couldn't live with myself lying to the whole world. I'm not just lying to a friend or a girlfriend or something like that. I'm lying to the entire human race. That's quite a cross to bear on your shoulders. But most of them seem to be able to go through life smiling and grinning and doing the devil's work, yeah? Like Gene Simmons here. Kurt Cobain seemed a whole lot sadder than Gene and most of the other ones. Like Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey seems quite sad compared to most of them. I think when they near the 50s, 60s, 70s, like I am now, I know I've been drawn closer to God. I know I'm closer to God now than I ever have been in my life. Not just in a spiritual sense, because I realised He exists, but I'm closer in age to going to meet Him. You understand? I'm lucky I've got another 25 Christmases down here. And the way I look at it is, I've got this, whatever time I've got left, I've got this time to try and literally change the world's mind. They say that one man can't change the world. I disagree. I bet you can. Given half the chance. The problem is this information's censored. It's shadow banned. The only way this information gets out is if you people speak about it the way I speak to strangers about it. If you sit on top of this information and you don't share it with your fellow brothers, sisters and friends, etc., what are you going to tell God when you meet Him? He's going to say, look, I gave you the truth. I knew it'd bother you, but then you just sat on it. You didn't tell anybody about it because you were scared of what they said about you. They'll call you crazy. Oh, big deal. Sticks and stones might break my bones, but calling me names won't hurt me. Oh, well, we got taught this as children, right? It's just words. Duck off a water's back. That's what it is. But most of these people have got their own egos. How many times have you heard, like, the amount of people I've been told by, you know, like Paul Daniels, the magician's an horrible wanker in real life, doesn't give out autographs and all this freely, you know, like, if you're doing this to mankind and you was taking them, all your money came from natural people, and one of your fans said, "Can I have your autograph?" and you F them off or whatever, is that not Satan showing itself? You know, you've got no conscience about what you're doing to the people. You think you're above us. Bevy always taught me that they believe they're above us. They believe they are demigods, half gods, because they made themselves look like Satan. Well, there was naturally half gods then because they were created in God's image. So they say they're demigods because they're created in Satan's image. Are we also not demigods? Jesus said, "Ye shall be like gods, knowing good and evil." And so we do, right? We do know good and evil. And we was made to believe that God doesn't exist. So there's no no compensation made at the end of your life for the mistakes you made. Like, for example, some of these stories, I know all the big major stories of serial killers is wrong, but there are killings all around the world regardless. These people, when they get before God, you know, thou shalt not commit murder. What excuse are you going to give him? As to why you went and murdered someone. I'm not talking about a killing, a manslaughter or like that. I'm talking about outright going out to kill someone, murder someone. How are you going to explain that away to God? Because he sees everything, he knows everything, he knows everything you've ever done. He can tell you how many hairs you've got in your head, how many freckles are on your body. He was there when you was born, he's going to be there when you die. But the whole in-between of you being born and you dying, you didn't find him at all. You didn't notice him. You didn't notice his work. The firmament shows his handiwork. The fish, the animals, the trees, the flowers show his handiwork. I'll tell you. And these people don't want you to believe in God, but they believe in Satan. Just remember that. You might not believe in God, but they hail Satan at every chance they get. Looks familiar? Kali, the Indian goddess. Is that Gene Simmons with his dad? It's got to be. Look at the square-jawed dad. How's his dad got a bigger head than him? They look like Stallone. They both look like Stallone. They look like Tommy Lee out of whatever. What's his name? Pamela Anderson's girlfriend. I've seen Tommy Lee's Willie. You've seen what they want you to see. If they can grow a woman with a penis, then I'll be surprised. If they can transplant them, they can make prosthetic ones. But there's no anywhere proof that you can grow a woman with a penis. Just like growing a man with breasts. You can make little ones appear, giving him estrogen, but then you've still got to pack them with salt water, right? If that is the truth, then one day soon we're going to get the proof of it, right? But until that day, I don't believe in none of it. I don't believe in your in utero bollocks. It's all Hans Warmat trash talk is what it is. Here's the thing, right? He taught you the difference between men and women, and now he's telling you that a woman can be born with all the attributes of a man but still be a woman. It's just nonsense. They've got to give him mastectomies. They've got to give him Adam's apples. They've got to give him lip tucks, eye tucks, ear lifts, hairline transplants. They've got to give him all these things. Because you're never going to change the underlying skeleton. You're one or the other. Whether you stick on a plastic prosthetic dick or transplant a real one, whatever, you still only got this two genders, two sexes, male and female created them down the board. Fish, birds, animals, dogs, cats. It don't matter. They come in male and female. And that's it. So when they tell me about all this other bollocks, I'm just like, look, there are two skeletons and I can tell by the way you walk. I don't need to see a picture of your porn star dick or anything. Remember what did they call him? Melissa Pincarissa said. He said that Queen Nico got his dick out on camera. Who in the right mind is going to pull the dick out on camera to a stranger like that? We don't need to see your dick, your fake dick, or your fake muff, your mangled dick that's been turned into what can only be described as a taco. We don't need to see any of that. We just need to see you walk. We just need to see you descend some stairs. And we'll know the difference. Gene Simmons walking. Speaking of knowing you by the way you walk, this is it. Game over. Gene Simmons is a woman. Shoulder tilt. Elbows out. Legs are crossed over. It's a woman. Final answer. From Flamingo right there, look. Knees are separated. Men don't walk like this. And again, there's your straight-legged man. Look at the size of him. And there's your woman with the big juicy thighs, the flamingo foot, and the diamond showing in there. We don't need to see your fake tackle and your fake boobs. We can tell by your faces. We can tell indefinitely by the way you walk. Gene Simmons, absolute woman. And again, from Flamingo. Yeah, we're done. Gene Simmons, back file. Gene Simmons. Let's find it. Gene Sai. Search. So they stand for Knights in Satan's Service. KISS. That's what the KISS stands for. Knights in Satan's Service. But they're not knights. The ladies. It's mom. I've been kissed from a rose on a flame. Look at him. Look at him. He's massive. He went for the old bumhole in the chin look. Toya Wilcox, English famous, not famous. Lulu, English famous, not famous. David Coverdale, White Snake. I don't know if that's famous. Nick Cave. Nick Cave's famous. And I've done Gloria Estefan. I'm sure I have. Kylie Minogue, that's been done, Anna Sousa. Don't wind me up. Martin, didn't we do Martin Sheen? Didn't I do all of them? I did Emilio, Charlie, and Martin. Didn't I? I'm sure I did all three of them. Jay-Z, that's famous. Right, Gene Simmons, Backfire. What are you saying? Do. Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons. I'd know the name. I know the band White Snake, but I don't know the name. Coverdale. Never heard of it. Never heard of it here. Next. Who did I say I was going to do? There was one there. It was either Nick Cave or Gloria Estefan. Let me just check Gloria. Rhythm is gonna get you. Rhythm is gonna get you. Rhythm is gonna get you. Estefan. Ooh. And did I spell that wrong? I did. Estefan. Search. Uma Thurman. Oh, you got me there. Gloria. Gloria. Da 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 da. Gloria. Da 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 da. Estefan. There she is. There he is. Rhythm is gonna get ya. Rhythm is gonna get ya. Rhythm is gonna get ya. Who was the last one? Andy Serkis? No, it was Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons. Done. Next. Used to be the singer for Deep Purple. I've heard of Deep Purple, but I don't know who Dave Coverdale is. Never heard of him. I want names that everybody knows instantly, like Gloria Estefan. Gloria Estefan in Spanish. Estefan. Images. He's got male staring eyes. Far up, look at the size of that triangle. Draw a triangle. The face fills the skull because it's a short forehead that narrows inwards. Look, doesn't bellow outwards like a woman's. Gloria Estefan. He's a dude. He's definitely a dude. He got more and more manlier as he got older. Look at that jawbone. Now draw a triangle. Can you see how big it is yet? I only exposed Queen Nico because she said it's not all of them, and she was trying to get me on her show. That's what she wanted. She wanted the real natural transvestigator in the world to come on the show and not recognise that he was looking at a trans woman in disguise. Well, from the first time I looked at him here, when I looked at it and I saw pictures of her with Chris Sky, I was done. I thought, that's a shill. Straight away I thought, you're a shill. And that's why I didn't go on Nico's show. And I'm glad I didn't. Because it's a woman. Nico's a woman! Nico's a woman to me! The best way to control the opposition is to lead them. So to lead all you flat earthers straight up the Swanee. They really do. All of them do. All the flat earthers are being led up the Swanee by the flat earth idols that you've made. Because they're all in the club. None of them have got your best interests at heart. At least I don't believe they have. If they did, you wouldn't feel persecuted, would you? But for some reason, they want you to know. God said that you would know. That ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. And it does, right? It absolutely sets you free, knowing this truth. It kind of automatically plonks you on the narrow path. Because when you start talking about it, people freak out. Only you can see it. It's quite a unique gift that God gave you, don't you think? That you can see a man's face, even though it's pretending to be a woman. He reminds me of Jennifer Grey from Dirty Dancing, especially when he was younger. There. He's got huge shoulders. Look at these clavicles. Look how long this clavicle is. From here, the meatball position, all the way out to the shoulder. Huge clavicles. Gloria Estefan with a male neck, a male's Adam's apple, and a square jawline. Rhythm is gonna get you. Look at the size of that head. Low set ears, lot. Look where the earrings are, lot. In line with the teeth. Rectangle shaped eyes, lot. A brow bone that comes right into the corner of the eye. And the head narrows inwards like mine. It doesn't bellow outwards like a woman's. It narrows inwards. Draw a triangle. Look how big the triangle is. The short forehead of a man. Gloria Estefan walking. Final answer, it's a dude. His daughters are really male as well, aren't they? If you've seen his daughters. There you go. Jimmy Kimmel's Alley. Straight legs, knees together. Josh Jarrett in Jimmy Kimmel's Alley. Look at Gloria Estefan. Straight legs, knees together, space between them. Look at the way this bitch is carrying that coat like a woman. Final answer. Gloria Estefan. Oh, Jarrett again. Straight legs, knees together. Look at the flamingo foot on the bodyguard. I've been doing this for 6 years. And I've been teaching it for 4. In that time, we've had a lot of these people come into chat, accuse others of being flipped when it's them that's flipped. He who smelt it, dealt it. That's what my dad used to say. He who smelt it, dealt it, is one. They want to mucky the waters. They want to muddy the waters. they'll make up fake friendships with you, so that when I block them, you don't want to watch the show because I blocked your friend, but they weren't your friend anyway, were they? Otherwise, I wouldn't have blocked them. Gloria Estefan is a man. Final answer. I don't just block anybody. I block trolls and shills in an instant now. They don't deserve any of my time. Gloria E. Find. And they don't deserve any of your time. Again, Gloria Estefan, straight legs, knees together. There's another good one there. Right there. Straight legs, knees together, space between his feet, look. Oh, that's Jenny Slate. I don't know who that is. He looks like Gloria Estefan. Oh, is that his sons? One of his sons. It's one of Gloria's sons. Rhythm is gonna get ya. Rhythm is gonna get ya. Game over. He looks like the president from, where is it? I can't remember. Looks like him though. Yeah, whatever. Gloria Estefan walking, we're done. Next. Bink. Gloria Estefan. Gloria Estefan. There you go. Create. Gloria Estefan added to the list. Let's close that window. Let's add another one. Bink. Bosch. There was another one up there, wasn't there? Who was it? Jay-Z. Pat Benatar. The name rings a bell, but I'm not sure who it is. Jay-Z, I do know though. Have I done Jay-Z? I don't know if I've done Jay-Z and Beyonce. Let's have a quick look. Jay-Z. No, it's Jazzy. Jay-Z. Nope. Okay. We'll do Jay-Z. Who was my last one? Did I cut him out? Gene Simmons. No, it was Gloria Estefan. Let me cut Gloria out. Gloria. Da 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 da. And I love you still. I need you more than anyone, darling. You know that I have from the start. Bink. Create. Gloria. Right, Gloria Estefan's done. Let's carry on. Bink. Jay-Z, upside down egghead. Close set, open eyes look, no brow bone. High set ears, no earlobe. Oh, maybe he has got a bit of an earlobe. It still doesn't look right. He's got the long face of a woman. He's got a sloping jawline look and a pointed chin of a woman. No trachea, no Adam's apple. Small dentures look. Tiny dental arch. Coffee bean eyes. Is that the family? Well, I don't know who they are. Let's go back. There he is with Boy Wants A. Tell me, which one of them's got further apart eyes? Take your time. There's two prizes, first and second place. But whilst you're trying to decide who's got the furthest apart eyes, take a look at those two fat bitches mincing. P. Diddy and Jay-Z. Look at the chicken nom-nom on that. You see, in the past, if I'd been at this wedding and these people walked past me, I'd have just thought, ooh, famous pop stars. I would never in my life had the passing cognitive thought that these were women in disguise. You're the devil in disguise. Oh, yes, you are. Devil in disguise. We're done. Look at the state of that X Factor and then look at those straight legs on. Boy Wants A. Who's that? Nicki Minaj? Nicki Minaj, as I like to call him. Ask yourself the question, why did Nicki Minaj's tits go out sideways? Why has he got such big shoulders? Look at them shoulders. In fact, why has he got such big teeth compared to Jay-Z? Why has he got far apart eyes compared to Jay-Z? Good night, Annabelle Wienerman. That's not him. But it's a mincer. Whoever that is, it's a mincer. American gangster. Jay-Z walking. Oh, Jay-Z beach. Look at this gate. If I can find it. I'll know it if I see it. There. Right there. Look at the state of Jay-Z's gates. Look at those. Look at those big chicken nom-noms pointing inwards. Boy wants a marching like a man. And again, here, look at those thighs. He's got the body type of Gru from Despicable Me. Let's go back walking. Jay-Z. In New York. Jay-Z. Here we go. He's got a dress on there. He might as well. They're the baggiest shorts I've ever seen in my life, Jay-Z. They look like a dress. They really do. Oh, look at the state of these. Look at the fat girl with a broken leg. Look at the bald girl with a broken leg. And then look at Jay-Z. Chicken nom-noms, feet in front of each other. Jay-Z's a woman. Look. It's proven by the way she walks. Arms akimbo, look. And she's tilted forward into the walk, look. Her head and neck is pushed forward, look. Jay-Z with boobs. Oh, her boobs have definitely grown back. Full McJared, I love your work. Look at the bodyguard in the suit, look. Full mince. It's a woman. I'm sorry, but all you gangster rappers are hoes. Boats and hoes. State of that. Beyonce looks like he's capped himself there. Look at Jay-Z's legs. Straight legs, inward pointing feet. Jay-Z. Is that one there? I just seen one. Where was it? Oh, there. Is that it? That is it. Done. Jay-Z's a girl. Did I put your name in the back file? No. Jay-Z. Probably one of the most famous modern day rappers. Still below Eminem. Eminem's the greatest female white rapper that has ever lived. The shoulder tilt of a woman look. The short arms, akimbo arms, of course. And then the female gait. There's the male gait look. Straight legs, knees together, space between his feet. I know his foot's coming around, but who cares? That's an isosceles triangle look. See, a really thin, long triangle to his pelvis. Women create beautiful inline Ys and diamonds when walking. That is neither a Y or a diamond. Final answer, Jay-Z is a girl. Thanks for playing CSI with me. Jay-Z. Create. Lovely jobbly. Right, next. Jay-Z, go over there. Bink. What time is it? It's 10:10. How long have I been going? I can't see it. Oh, there it is. Bink. 2 hours, 10 minutes. Go on then. I'm going to go play some Call of Duty. Just remember, God loves you, folks. He really does. He wants you to know that you was born inside and inside out, upside down, back to front, tipsy, topsy, turvy world. Thank you very, very much for watching. Forensic students and skull checkers from around the world. We'll see you tomorrow. Just remember, guys, they will literally lie to your faces. They will tell you they are a natural girl when they're actually boys. They will tell you they're natural boys when they're actually girls. I'm a real boy. I'm a real boy. Good night, boys and girls.